Hello and welcome. This is Peter Palmiotti of Human Art Studio. There we go. Oh man. Hopefully I can get through this sort of having my fall sneezing fits. Took some allergy medication and some aspirin. Kind of feel a headache coming on, but it's been a little while since I did my last stream, and I did intend to come back right after my last one, but life took me away for a week, I guess, and just gotta move forward, gotta get on it. So here I am again. Hope you are all doing well. Let's see what we got here. Of course, if you're new here, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can be part of the YouTube partnership program again. And working on my comic retro so I can one day publish my own books under Has Comics Dude. So you can all look forward to that. Hope everyone is doing well. Got my cats squared away for the time being. And let's do this. Hopefully I don't sneeze on my art. Alright, where am I? So yeah, so I guess I used a evocative title tonight. You know you suck, so what are you going to do about it? Hopefully something good. You know, many people know me as being positive, but sometimes you really have to take a look at what you're doing and how you're doing, and if you're accomplishing what you are setting out to do. And I know myself, I could be doing a lot better. And, you know, many artists are hard on themselves. And I'm no different. And I want to be a lot better than what I currently am. My intention is that I really want to stream a lot more than I have. And hopefully I won't be derailed like this past week. And I can go forward and start really streaming a lot more. Yeah, I want to make a lot more progress on this comic than I have been. And it was my intention for this episode to give a tally of where I am, but I've been doing a lot of running around today and went food shopping and helped a friend out doing some stuff and didn't get a chance to go over the pages. But promise I will. I hope to stream again tomorrow. And I want to stream a lot more, so I'm going to try to do every day, possibly more than that. I got inking work for other people and commission work for other people, and I do want to jump on and do a Patreon video, like I recently promised. So I'm thinking that I'll take care of tomorrow. And if you're not already a Patreon supporter and you wish to become one, that and many other links are in the video description box. I look at it like there's people that support me because they like what I do and do it out of the kindness of their hearts and pocketbooks. So which I definitely appreciate, and I do support a few people on Patreon as well. But most of the money I do get and put towards really just getting through each month. It definitely helps. Keeps me in coffee and cat's fed and all that jazz. But there's definitely a lot of things I want to do better going forward, and I'm looking at October as an opportunity to really dive in and take care of a bunch of stuff. Which just means putting my time in on the work side of what I got going on. So I'm really stoked about that. When it comes down to it, it's not the lack of time. It's really the organizing my time better. Man, it's like I'm going from hot to cold. Friggin', I love the fall, but it really affects my sinuses, and which, in the long run, I don't mind, but it's usually a time where I get sick, but fingers crossed. I don't. Oh man, what is it? Oh, okay. I see it now. I see what I'm doing. So yeah, it's like I know my shortcomings of what things I need to do to get to a better level with my just day to day and career overall. And that's where I think I suck the most. It's like, yeah, I could pick apart my artwork, I could pick apart my writing currently, and those things will improve as long as I really give myself an opportunity to churn out more work. One thing I you could say I failed on, and my friend Marshall Lee's Discord, AAA community, do an anthology, and I was going to do a story for that, and I just didn't get it together in enough time. So I sort of bailed, and it's not the first time I bailed on something, and it's like I feel bad about it. No, it's like I would love to have done a book with all those involved, and the stories I've seen are looking so good. But at the same time, it's like it's really just disappointment in myself. And it's like 8-page story I was going to do, and it's like I can't get it together, man. It's like, dude, just that's what you want to do going forward, and here was an opportunity to join the ranks of a lot of your friends, and so just want to make it get better at organizing my time and getting on, just being on top of my workload better, which is one of the things why I want to stream more so I could do more. I guess I have 2 questions. Because currently, at least the last I looked, I'm at 803 subscribers, and I'm thinking, well, what am I going to do at 1,000 subscribers? I think it's so somebody do something special because they had 400 subscribers or something, and I'm like, I just recently passed my 800 mark, and I didn't even think of doing anything special for that, even though it's an achievement for sure. I've been on YouTube since 2007, and it's taken me this long because I, not always been consistent with putting up videos or even, streaming nowadays. If I was a lot more consistent, I would already be there. Heck, I'd probably be into the 10,000s, but I diverted my attention since 2007, a little here, a little there, yada yada yada. So my goal is to be a lot more consistent here on YouTube. And I get the same feeling from being consistent on Instagram. It's another site. It's like it's not perfect, but I really like it, and so I'm trying to post more there, and it goes well for the most part. But yeah, I know there's shortcomings. Yeah, and I'm sort of going all over the place, but I know there's shortcomings with my art and with my writing. But if I handle the business side of what I'm doing better, then I won't have to, you know, sweat myself and do as much work for people. I should be getting paid more. I should have a bigger audience at this point. But, things are what they are, and I know where I can be better. So therefore, I know where it's like areas where, in what I do. So apply myself, work towards simple goals, and get there so that, so that I can work on a lot more comic pages and work on the writing and work on the drawing. Boom, boom, boom. So I can get better at all this. So one of the things I'm going to give a shot at is my friend Jason Alexander. No, not George Costanza, you funny guy. I'm just talking to myself. He is known as Fog Breaker Studios. And if you check out his Instagram, he has 31 prompts for the month of October, in which he's going to write, and he's doing it as a team with somebody else, where he's going to get, I forget the artist's name now, Wrench, Aaron, I'm forgetting the name. Anyway, you can go watch his latest Instagram video. He talks about it, but so he's not doing Inktober. A lot of people are doing different things in October, and he came up with this prompt list. It's essentially to do one-page stories based on the prompts. So write in pencil or do it as a team with somebody else. I posted it on my Facebook, but there's some weird problem with Facebook last night. I don't think anybody saw it. It was like one person liked it. Because it was weird. It's like I posted it 4 times and it said it was being processed at my post. I got this morning, there were all 4 posts there. But I knew it took like hours. It was hours later that they finally posted. It might have been a Facebook maintenance problem or something. Anywho, I'm thinking of doing that because I want to sort of it's a challenge, but it's also practice. I want to write and draw a lot more. So while I'm still opening to being part of a team, I might just wind up doing it solo because I know I need practice on both sides of the comic making process, and give it a shot myself. I want to simplify my style to some extent, and I'm not sure exactly what that means yet, but maybe if I give myself an hour for each prompt, that might work best. So write and draw a one-page comic each day for 31 days, and that's definitely what put you in a good rhythm. Because there's web comics I want to do. There's uh, short stories and one shots and a whole bunch of other things. So I can't get to those if I don't get into a rhythm. And it's all about managing your life work balance and really managing your focus better. I know that what I get easily distracted, a lot of artists do. And I say artists, it's like writers are artists too. So I know how to put myself into a real laser focused kind of zone. But it's not about doing it like for 2 hours a day. It's about really getting into that place for your whole workday and making it happen. And like another thing about being better in the business side of things, it's like if I had more trickles of income, which is I'm up to on my Patreon page, I'm up to 11 patrons now, and I noticed some creators out there that really like make a good enough income. If I can bring in a couple of thousand alone on my Patreon page, then I won't have to worry about taking on a ton of other work to pay my bills and such. So I'm going to try to, mention doing a video, and that will be for working on my Patreon comic, Worlds. So sort of behind the scenes of how I create, you'll be able to view there. And it's like, I have, I guess, 3 different levels. One is $1, one is, I think, $5, and one is 10. I have 2 people currently at the $10 level that actually want my services. And I definitely appreciate them for doing that. And what people get out of that is whatever they want. I'm offering up a video call with whoever wants it, and maybe I can do portfolio review of their work. I can check out the comic and give my feedback. I can, just chat with them, and maybe they'll get some tips just from our conversation. I can record the call if they want, that kind of thing. Talk to a professional that's worked for Mole and DC and Diane and has been published from Image and yada yada yada. So I think it's like I would have killed for that early on. Back in my day, didn't have anything near like that available. I met professionals at conventions, and they were busy trying to make some money, so not very long conversations went on. But yeah, so one of the things, I'm jumping all around the place, but is what should I offer up when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure I'll do a special stream for it. But maybe I can offer up, like a commission piece, like 8x10 piece of your favorite character. I'll put, I know what I was thinking. Because I haven't been getting a lot of comments on my videos. Now, I have normally, lately, it's a lot of people joining the chat, and that's excellent. But I've been really lacking in people who comment on the videos themselves. Some, and mostly it's been porn bots. Check out this website for awesome pictures of nude people, I guess. Yeah, which I delete and let YouTube know about this. But I was thinking, really need to go in with a quill on a lot of this page. So I'm just doing the broader strokes. Yeah, so I was thinking the way I'll do it is I'll pick a batch of videos, like my newest videos, and anybody who's commented below the videos themselves will be, I'll put their names in a hat. And so when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll pick a name out of the hat, and that person, will win. Because I can't do it based on, I can't just like put everybody who's a subscriber to my channel. I can't put all those names into a hat. One, because not everybody's name shows up. Some people keep their channel, I don't know, other than secret. I don't know. It's like not everybody's names pop up. That I don't know half the people who are subscribed to me. What's going on? Sometimes the video gets funky. So I think that might be the best way. I'll explain it better as I get closer, I guess. But you may want to come back at any time, and if you watch this live, come back and just comment later as well. Because I love comments, and I used to get a lot more. And it's dried up a little bit. I know there's people out there still just like staying home, and that they might be working from home or whatever. But just take a second, jump on a video, comment, heck, even just to say hi, or you're enjoying my work, or you have a question. If you post questions, I'll answer them in my next stream or at my earliest opportunity. I know I'm not so much art tutorial here. But I would like to focus upcoming videos on certain things. You know, my main goal for the channel for the time being is to work on retro, which kind of brings me to my next question. Answer this whenever you get an opportunity, but okay, so I'm inking issue 1 of retro, and uh, hey, Crimson Arrow Comics, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Page is looking great, thank you, sir. So yeah, my question I put out to you is, if at some point I'm going to actually finish the inks of issue 1. And I'm kind of a little bit of a quandary as to what to do next, because I want to keep focused on working on my comics here, and I don't know, I don't want to show everything off. So I'm sure, like, you know, once the inks are done, I'll definitely be working with the colorist, and I'll be working with the letterer, and working with somebody who's going to be doing production. So it comes down to, what should I be focused on beyond the inking of issue 1? And I've dabbled with, you know, stories I'm going to be doing beyond the first issue. You know, I have, before I pencil issue 2, I need to focus on the 0 issue. So maybe do thumbnails on the 0 issue, because, you know, I could talk about writing. I don't really want to discuss this story too much on here. You know, you could basically see the art for the whole issue and still, you know, pick up a copy and see it fresh. But if I start getting into details of the story, then, you know, I feel like I'm giving too much away. Like I mentioned, me doing these streams and working on my comic motivates me to work on it more and get further along with it and all that. So yeah, you know, I can work on more retro stuff. I was thinking of maybe inking pages from my next book, where I can, you know, still keep most of that a mystery, because it seems like it's going to be a book that will be coming out a lot later than planned. But I do have the first 9 pages. The first page is almost done. I was going to do that for promotion, no reasons, but yeah, so it seems like it's going to be a little further off than I originally thought. Once issue one of Retro is completely done and printed and shipped out, I do want to get other books out. So maybe focusing on some of that a little bit on a couple of streams here and there might be an option. I don't know. We'll see. See how it all works out. Because I don't want to pause and stumble on this channel. I want to keep it focused on my projects. So I think focusing on some other things I'll be doing for a bunch of streams won't be too bad. At least until I'm ready to, if I decide to do issue 0 here, or if I'm just going to jump onto issue 2, I can, pencil some pages here, or at least do heavy breakdown. Pictures are always great. It gives the reader something to look forward to. Absolutely. Yeah, so that might be something to jump onto. I'm, of course, talking ahead of myself. I originally was geared towards getting the inks for issue 1 done this month, but I think my schedule has flown the coop a little bit, and realistically, I should just look towards getting that done next month. It hopefully won't be the end of October that I'll be finishing up the inks. Hopefully a lot sooner. Like I said, I want to stream a lot more, so that means me working on this a lot more. It'll all work itself out, I think. So what else is going on? I might be going to the farm tomorrow. Sort of a visit, dropping some stuff off. But word is, and this is 50-50 possibility, but the woman who works there says she might have seen my other cats. Anybody following along? I got 4 here currently at home, and I had a black cat named Raven who was living at the farm for a little bit, and she has mostly been an outdoor cat, so an outdoor stray. And so when she was at the farm, they're constantly opening and closing the front door. We knew she escaped at some point, And so she escaped him, and we lost track of where she was. So I thought maybe she's gone for good. There's plenty of other farms she can go and live. People love animals in the country. Or maybe she was just living in the woods. She seemed to do pretty good in town. Just living outside most of the time. But yeah, so supposedly she's been sighted, and I'm gonna go tomorrow and see if it's her, because at the farm they have, I would say they have at least 8 black and white. They have at least 8 black cats, and every time I see one of them, is that Raven? Is that Raven? No, I checked them all. None of them are Raven. But we'll see if this cat they spotted and now is inside is Raven. If so, I'll have to bring her home. If it's not her, then she's still out in the world, hopefully doing okay. Yeah, she's definitely a tough gal. It wouldn't be the first cat to have escaped and survived on their own out there. So there's that little bit of excitement. I think it's something early I wanted to mention. I don't know. There's a lot of little things business wise I want to accomplish, and I'm just gonna, you know, I know I get overwhelmed easily, especially with my idiotic schedule. Um, not only my own stuff to schedule, but other people's stuff, which means other people's schedules. So I'm hoping I can do better and not suck on those and keep focused and get a lot more done. If I seriously want to publish my own books, I gotta really amp up my ability to get a lot more done in shorter amounts of time. I may not go monthly with my book, but it would be nice to have more than a book or two a year once I really get rolling. And really, when it comes down to it, if you're a fast artist and not a great artist, you do reap more rewards. And anybody who's followed me knows it's not necessarily a matter of pride, but I always geared myself towards quality over speed. And in many ways I've benefited from that, but now I got to focus on both. It's like keep the quality up, but get more done already. So, I may suck more going forward is my excuse. I mean, is what really the conversation that comes out of this. It's like, being able to do more month to month and not, not wait like a whole year for me to just put out one thing. All right, what's that? Okay. I went into this year thinking I put out a dozen books. And I'm still waiting to put out the first one. It's not cool, man. I gotta be more competitive. It's like the all the other writers and artists aren't really my competition, but if I'm not putting out, if I don't get any books out, then I'm not really being competitive in the field. I want to make a name for myself, not just being an inker, but do everything, a little bit of everything. Nefarious. Welcome, welcome. Damn, Pete, Savage Tile, bro. Yep. that's me talking to myself, really. But I know there's plenty of other artists out there, other creators, and we're all hard on ourselves, but it's good to take a hard look at what you're doing, what you're accomplishing, or what you're not accomplishing. And I know I've been doing a lot more of that lately. Working blindly, it works to a degree for some time. But I want to be better going forward. And better doesn't mean my art will be better, my writing will be better. Better for me means, potentially I'll be able to put out more work, that I'll run my business smarter. That I'll make more money eventually. I know I'm more than capable of doing amazing art, but if I get tripped up every week, every other day, it's like we're running low on money and bills are piling out. It takes you out of being highly effective. And I want to improve on a lot of things. So that those current issues, will never totally disappear, but there'll always be those challenges. But I know for me, it's like, stop being such an idiot. Get the important stuff done. Stop, whatever the million distractions that bombard us every day. Stop getting sucked up in your own drama or other people's drama or what have you. I know I work best when it's reflex. reflex. When I was just an inker, life was a lot more simpler. Wake up today and hey, I got inking to do. I do inking. I don't have inking. I look for a job. Nowadays, it's like, some days I wake up and I'm inking. Some days I wake up and I'm writing. Of course, social media. I'm trying to post more everywhere. Try to keep up with all that. See what other people were up to. Blah 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 blah. It's all well and good, but at the end of the day, I got people waiting on this comic, and I still want to deliver it at the best of my ability. And so I push, push, push. All right. Yeah, I got, expenses piling up. It's been a tough month, but comes with the yab. As let's see, what is it? Yes. This week is flying by. But I hope to really just start doing a lot of little things, and each day it will be, oh, I did this, and now you can go check this out, or stuff that will move me forward. Yeah, I want to mention something with the art. Let me give it a second. Dun, dun. All right, so the pencils are really light, but Rich Future, the penciler, his YouTube link is in the description below. Or either that, or it's my link tree links. I gotta update more links, but his is one of them. Anyway, he's a fantastic penciler, but he penciled this panel to the edge here, and it's the edge of. If you can see, there's a blue line right here, and he penciled it to that. So it's very, very corner. It may bleed when it's printed. It depends how we do the final, scan it and production on it. But he only penciled to the inner blue line on the two top panels, and I decided just to go out with the panel border to the very edge. So I'll have to finish the artwork up here and do a little bit of finishing over here. It's simple stuff. I remember a lot of the Marvel inks I did were like for X-Men titles, but it was a ton of random pages, and I get some pages to ink pretty much overnight. And what did they call them? I mean, what I was doing on them were finishes, so I think they considered them breakdowns. The pencils were so almost outliney, and I would go in and add texture work and fill it out, and You know, one of the things I'm best at um, is like fleshing out the like blacks on a page, adding blacks, give more atmosphere to the drawings. Um, and yeah, so I was as an anchor, it was called finishes, which would give me a different page rate, a better page rate, because I'd essentially be doing part of the art chores as well as the inking, and it would all have to be approved and um, well, not so much on the rush jobs, but they kind of whatever they didn't love that I did, they would have to do it in production. You know, throw it to the bullpen and make subtle changes there, or just cover it all up with word balloons, and you know, flatten it all out with color, whatever. It wasn't my concern, but you know, I'd tried to the best of my ability to make the black and white artwork look as snazzy as possible. Or um, what was his name? Michael Blair or something like that. Old friend of mine, amazing artist and inker himself. He used to say, "That hair, man, that hair on that page, that's juicy." I love that saying. It's juicy, man. It's just, you know, really polished, excellent work is what he meant. So I always try to do my best, you know, even if I'm sort of you know, either forced or mentally myself trying to push out more work done. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, it's almost like you just gotta go in and ink and not worry about the sort of polishing stage. Welcome, Christopher C. Wow, that magnificent mullet. It's not so much a mullet as it is just like his hair is combed back and he's got very long hair. You know, I was inspired by like 70s or 80s rock bands. And I was like, yeah, there's not many superheroes with very long hair, you know, that men wise. Plenty, if not most, of the female superheroes all have long hair. I was like, I want my character to have long hair. That was pretty much an early decision. Let's see. Well, um, if I was 18, I guess that was either the late 70s or early 80s, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Either one or the other. I can't do math right now. But yes, Retro has long hair. Unlike me, yeah, I used to have hair. Now I just keep it shaved. But of course, then they did the Superman with long hair, which, you know, worked for a little while, I guess. I kind of liked the look for a little bit. And of course, Aquaman had long hair. And depending on where you see him. He sometimes still has it. Dun, dun, dun. I'm surprised at myself. I've been going an hour now. Earlier, I was dealing with, what's it called? Hay fever? I don't know. Allergies. Usually start sneezing my head off in the fall. And, it's coming up on October, so I consider that late fall. Okay. But yeah, I remember the days where, I would have to ink pages fast, and I'm very anal about how I ink pages, and very particular about all the shapes that happen, and I would definitely be spending a lot of time going over any of the black areas on the page. I would go over them twice just to make them as jet black as I could. Had nothing to do with them printing it good. Had everything to do with I wanted the finished artwork to look freaking dynamite, and I'm not as bad today, but if you do look at the first 6 pages of retro, I was pretty, I was really super tight on those pages. I got looser with everything else since then. But I think in the long run, it's like I'm gonna get this book done, and it's gonna look fine. But yeah, I was super anal about getting all the textures right, and the black still looks black, and making sure just going over the page once, twice, like really over, fussing over the details, fussing over the lines. I would sometime break out my rapidiographs and my French curve if I wasn't happy with the sharpness of the action lines or something. And I want to definitely get to a place where I could be doing that and still, like turning out a book in a shorter amount of time. I envy those anchors who can do a couple of books a month. Well, I envy those pencilers who could do a couple of books a month. So if I could do an issue of retro in 3 months, I'd be ecstatic. And if I could do that, then I could have a quarterly book. With all the stories I have for him, that would be awesome. So we'll see if I can improve that over time. Like I said, I want to improve the business so that I have theoretically more time to work on my own project. But yeah, so If you're new here, there's new subscribers all the time, it seems. Thank you so much. Please give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't. There are plenty of other videos on my channel to go check out. So, I post playlists or single videos. If you missed, please go give them a look. Please go like all my videos. Watch more of my videos. And as always, yeah, if you have questions, throw me a comment at any point. I'll try to answer it as effectively as I can. If you're like me and you're working on comics, then I hope you're being productive, and I hope you're not being too hard on yourself. I hope you're focused on learning, because I try to do that myself. I don't just work. I try to improve. One of the things I wanted to mention with the links, there's two friends of mine, and I think this is in my Linktree links. They both got Indiegogos going currently. One of them is Dune Barbarian, and the other is Only Death Will Save Us. I did some Only Death Will Save Us fan art earlier today, which I posted on my Instagram. You can go check it out, and then follow the link to the campaign. He's more than 50% there, and days are running down. I forget exactly how many days left, but getting shorter and shorter. So if you like ritual artwork, you'll love Only Death Will Save Us. And Dune Barbarian is more a painted-ish style of comic. I say ish because he pencils, then he inks, and then he paints. So it's a little like Simon Bisley approach. And he's definitely getting better and better the more pages he's churning out. All right, so what else? Yeah, I plan to stream a lot more. For a while there, I was doing every other day. But I want to get a lot more done, so I'll be doing it every day, possibly more than that. But thank you for coming by, and I'll see you again soon. And be well, be productive, and support indie comic creators.